Hi guys, so this is a video about the difference between the area and the perimeter of rectangles. So both of these things are quite simple and they're things that you learn when you're quite young actually, but people still mix them up even when they get older. So area and perimeter, let's talk a little bit about what the difference between area and perimeter is first of all. So if we're to imagine a rectangle, so let's just say that this was a room. So we all know, or you can probably all think of a room that is in the shape of a rectangle. You probably have one in your house. So the difference between area and perimeter anyway, the area is always the space that's inside. So area is inside. So try and think area inside. So the space that's inside a room. So if we were to think of the floor in a room, that it's the space that makes up the floor. So a good example of where you would need to use area is with the amount of carpet that's on the floor of a room. That's a good example of why we use area in everyday life. If you were to, if you wanted to put new carpet onto your bedroom floor, then you would go and tell the person who you're buying the carpet off what the area of your room is, and then they'd give you enough carpet based on the area of your room. So that's area. Perimeter then is the other one. Perimeter, if area is inside, then perimeter is the outside. So what we mean is it's distance around the outside. So if I was to start here, so if I start in the corner of the room up here, and I was to walk all the way around the outside of the room, and then get back to the start, is the distance that I've traveled. So it's the distance all the way around. That's what perimeter means. So a good example of perimeter might be the amount of, if we stick to the kind of room example, it's the length of the skirting board. So the skirting board is the little thing at the bottom of the wall. So it's the length of that would take all the way around the room. Another good example of perimeter is if you were to take a rectangular field, and if you wanted to put a fence around the field, it's how long the fence would be. So perimeter is easier to kind of think of examples for. So perimeter is all the way around the outside. Area is the amount of space inside. So let's actually go and work these out then. So we're given an example here where the length of a rectangle is 18 and the width of it is 14. So if I'm to calculate the area, so area then is length multiplied by width. So it's given to us up here. So length multiplied by width. So the length is 18 and the width is 14. So 18 multiplied by 14. So you can use a calculator if you want, or you should be able to work it out by hand as well. So 18 multiplied by 14 is 252. Then the unit for area is always in something squared. So because in this example we're given our measurements in centimeters, both of them are centimeters, then the answer is given in centimeters squared. So 252 centimeters squares. So a centimeter squared is basically a little square that is 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. One all the way around. So what we've figured out is that you can fit 252 of these little rectangles that are 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter into the big rectangle. Perimeter then. So perimeter is going to be the distance all the way around. So think about it, if I was to travel across the top of the rectangle, so from there to there, I would go 18 centimeters. And then if I was to go down to the next corner, that's another 14, and then that's another 18, and then that's another 14 again. So it's going to be 18 plus 14 plus 18 plus 14. So that's going to give me 64 centimeters altogether. So perimeter is 64 centimeters. So here's an example or one that you can attempt yourself if you want to. We'll just say that this is 8 centimeters. I will say that. So the length is 8 centimeters and the width is 3 centimeters. So if you want to just try and calculate the area and the perimeter yourself and then play on the video and I'll go through the answers. So area will be 8 multiplied by 3. So 8 multiplied by 3 is 24. And we're given our answer in centimeters squared or square centimeters. Perimeter then would be 8 plus 3 plus another 8 across the bottom and then plus another 3 back up the side. So 8 plus 3 is 11 plus 8 is 19 plus 3 is 22. We get 22 centimeters. So perimeter of that rectangle is 22